And if anyone takes what you're sharing and then throws it in your face, in a sense to disregard it, to, you know, oh, well, I can't relate to that at all. Like, at all. I can't relate to that at all. But are you okay? That is not a respectful way to reply to you sharing what you're going through. V, what are you doing over here? Look at Jimmy! Look at V! Ah! God, I love that! Holy V! Hi, it's good to be back. Been now 2 weeks. It's been just sort of a hard crash back into mental health and feelings of isolation and struggle. I know some of you know just kind of what it feels like to feel drained and alone in your everyday normal life. There are so many things I wish I could talk about and explain right now. The main reason I have not been doing the mental health portion of my videos, I mean, we talk about mental health with BTS, but as far as dedicated videos on midlife and mental health, I don't want it to get incredibly personal right now for a variety of reasons. Just trying to constantly stay. I will say I'm trying to basically start my life over again, and that's never actually possible when you're midlife. You, no matter where you are in your life, you're carrying with you part of your framework, where you've been, what you've been going through. I'm still right here, and I'm still in my marriage, and I'm still the mom of the same 2 kids, and none of that is changing anytime soon. So I'm sort of trying to start my life over within split realities. If you know what I'm talking about, then you really know what I'm talking about. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll probably just sound like an emo teenager. But if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm saying. You're undergoing something huge. You are a pressure cooker that has been building pressure. The top is blowing. At this point, things are going to change. The thing is, when you start to open up, when the pressure cooker is exploding and you're starting to open up about changes that are happening, there's no stopping. This is happening now. And that you're actually feeling really, really fucking good about it. You are so excited that you are starting to feel things come alive. And you're sharing that you've been in a dark place. I have been off social media for a freaking long time. And when I left, I was very honest about leaving and why I was leaving, and that I was in a dark place and had been struggling with a dark place. But people were comfortable with that. People were okay with knowing the me that was always sad, and knowing the me that could slap a label on it, like bipolar or borderline personality disorder or depression. And they were okay with the me that they could reach out to and say, oh, I wish I could hug you, I love you, when I was sad. But when you start to come alive again and you start to be excited and you start to share that you're in this frustrating place of metamorphosis, some people aren't comfortable with that. And it's like, oh baby, are you okay? I am having a very real problem right now in my life of having people that I can communicate with in a really open, vulnerable way. And this is part of why those of us who love BTS, who are here, this is part of why we love them, is because through their music, through each other, and through themselves, we see them be willing to bear some of their most uncomfortable parts of themselves. You know, when you tell somebody you're going through stuff, and you even tell them exactly what it is that you want, you don't need them to fully agree with the things you say, or maybe even at all on some things. But if you're going through something hard, or say that you've been through something hard, or that you are suffering with anxiety attacks, as I have been the last couple of weeks, and you tell somebody, all I need is to say, damn, that sucks. I love you. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna figure this out. Or even share, if they have been through that, like, oh, I know that feeling. It's really horrible. I'm sorry you're there. If they can't give you that, then that's on them. Don't let yourself feel guilty for wanting just love and acceptance for whatever you're going through. And if anyone dare takes what you're sharing and then throws it in your face, in a sense to disregard it, to, you know, oh, well, I can't relate to that at all. Like, at all. I can't relate to that at all. But are you okay? That is not a respectful way to reply to you sharing what you're going through. I didn't ask you to tell me that you relate to it. I didn't ask you to say that you get BTS. So for you to make a huge thing, I don't get that at all, but you just told me everything you need to right there. So yeah, so my extreme realities are being, I don't even want to say a different person. It is me being myself, and the very real experience that people in my walk around life do not get this. They do not get this at all, and think that this is some sort of like midlife crisis or boy band crush, or I don't even know. I want to say this, and hopefully I'll leave it at this. You owe no one anything if they don't treat what you're sharing with full respect. And I do mean absolute, utter respect. I wish there are a lot of reactioners out there. If you're looking for a reactioner that looks like they have a friggin' ballin' life off of YouTube, that, man, that person must have 15,000 friends and they must party at the hypest parties in the world. And man, they're living the fresh life that I want. Then click out, thumbs down, whatever you need. No hard feelings. You do what you need for your mental health. If you are looking for somebody who will tell you, I have had serious anxiety attacks the last couple weeks, who will tell you, you know, I don't know when I'm gonna cry or not. And I don't know what my life is gonna look like 1 year from now. I have no clue. I cannot tell you what my life is gonna look like 1 year from now, except for the fact that I will still be in touch with so many of you guys. I have heard so many of you say that you as well are walking this extreme dual reality of being so overcome with passion and feeling alive about parts of yourself that you have reconnected with through BTS, through their music, and therefore you love these 7 men and you appreciate them for how they put themselves out into the world and out there with us and for us. That kind of comfort, that kind of shoulder, while stark contrast not having that in your personal walk around life. And most of all, feeling really utterly confused. So many of you, one of you in particular, Kath, you have reached out and really you were the first. And honestly, when you put it out there, it was so overwhelming to take in. You feel so ecstatic about what you're feeling and what you're going through that you think people around you are gonna be happy that you're going through something and even want to get to know some of it themselves, and they'll appreciate the art behind this, the intellectual lyrics and the themes, and how could people not fall in love with these 7 men, and yet the people in our lives don't give a about even trying to listen to the music. They don't even want to hear a song because we're the crazy ones listening to a boy band. On all of that bleh note, there are a lot of videos that we still want to cover, and I still have topics. The boy band topic, I was going to make my next video. It is coming in July, as well as one about being a cougar for BTS. Oh my God. If you don't want to go down cougar lane, do not get on Twitter. It is a dangerous place. Videos I have not reacted to, have not seen that I want to. Pre-debut stuff, no. War of Hormone, which I have seen and have feelings about, and I look forward to watching that with you. But Boy in Love, Danger, For You, these are all things that I have not partaken in, minus War of Hormone. I don't feel like crying today. I cried with you guys on Just One Day, and we're not crying today. We are watching Mic Drop. This is not a first reaction. In fact, this is the video that got me spiraling into watching reaction videos. And I'm gonna try to include in some of this, at the end, some of my favorite reactions that I saw to Mic Drop. When I was looking for the reaction community, because I was desperate to find people who were as excited about what I was seeing and feeling and hearing. Mic Drop and Blood, Sweat, and Tears were sort of my litmus test. Are you a channel worth the hoot of watching or not? And I learned some stuff about the reaction community, which is a whole other video also coming up in July. Meanwhile, we're just gonna watch Mic Drop and take it in for a couple reasons. One, this is the message that I want to have in my life when people try to mock me for what I'm going through, for my transformation, for liking BTS, whatever it is. This is the attitude I want to have. Number two, I now own the red Timberlands from Mic Drop. I bought them just because of this video. And we're not gonna cry watching Mic Drop. It's just fun and badass. And since Butter has been #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 for 4 weeks in a row, yes, we need to appreciate some Mic Drop. And yeah, so let's do that. Let's do that. Let's watch this. We're gonna watch some Mic Drop. And we're gonna start mic dropping in our own life. I want us to believe in ourselves so damn much that this song is playing in our head when people go, I don't relate to that at all, but are you gonna make it through, sis? The person who I'm specifically referencing is actually somebody who I have appreciated over the years in a lot of ways, but what he said really encapsulates the entire essence of how people treat me these days, and I'm over it. I'd rather just be alone and communicate with you guys online. And that's a true story, because some of you have really shared your hearts and lives with me lately and allowed me to do the same with you. And I want to meet so many of you in person, from Hattori, and I hope that I said your name right. There are so many of you who have been communicating with me, and I'm so thankful for each of you. We're gonna enjoy Mic Drop right now. We are. Let's do this. Let's do this. I'm gonna watch it once the whole way through, and then I'm gonna show you a couple of my favorite parts of it. That's so few reactioners. That's part of why I watched 100 reactioner, because I wanted to find somebody who loved the part with Suga and Cookie and Jimin and the cards flying in the table. So freaking good. Aoki Young. I love the way they talk about Steve Aoki in interviews. So cute. Okay, first of all, how many people watched this video and did not realize they're clearly being interrogated for a crime? What is their crime? Being badass. People were like, oh, are they giving a press conference? No, this is not a press conference. This is like investigation. Hobie, you're too cool. My daughter loves this song and video. J-Hope is the bomb to her. Right here, this is when I fell in love with Jimin. Jimin! This. Oh my god, I've never noticed V in this scene. Okay, hold on. I can't watch through the whole way through. V, baby, come here. Hi, Steve. Okay, recently I have been feeling V. This is my daughter from this scene forward. She's just J-Hope fanatic, and why not? Okay, I gotta pay attention to V. I've never noticed V in this. I've always noticed J-Hope and Jimin. I don't even know who's over to the other side. I just noticed V though. I can't stop noticing V anymore. I'm not pausing again. Okay, Cookie. V, what are you doing over here? Look at Jimin! Look at V! Ah! God, I love that! Holy shit, V! Why am I losing my shit over V right now? I can't help it. I have watched this video 1,000 times and never noticed V. I can't, I'm dying. I'm dying here. I gotta stop. Ah! Why am I loving this scene with V? I gotta get an interrogation room. And see, now they're in prison, detention center or whatever. Sugar. Damn, I haven't seen this video in so long. I love this scene so much. I'm not gonna pause it again. Cookie and Jimin. Nobody seems to notice that they... My kids go, sue me. They love that part. These guys are smooth. These guys are... I think it's so hard to remember because if you're... Try to remember back to when you were new to this. It's a flood. Your feelings as you take stuff in is a flood. I think this video is when I fell in love with Jimin. Right here. That hair, that flip, that. Okay, if you haven't seen the behind the scenes video, the shooting sketch for this, it's hilarious. Them shooting, Cookie and Jimin flinging off the table. RM can't get out of the ambulance. Suga back there was like giving it his all. I'm just noticing backgrounds. I've watched this video so many damn times. And okay, so their shooting sketch is awesome because you get to see all the things. Look at Suga back there. Look at all of them. Damn, Hobie. They are so committed. I'm like just watching background people now. I feel like this is a first reaction. And okay, so the shooting sketch, you get to see how they did a lot of this stuff. And then, how was I not always in love with all 7 of you? And then when they got to watch the video themselves for the first time together, they loved it. But they were cracking up over Jimin and Cookie getting flung off the table. And they all picked on Jin and said Jin looked way too nice through the whole video. He's supposed to look serious, and he doesn't. Oh my gosh. The red Tims. I am worked up. I forgot how good this video is. This is why I need a mic drop tonight. No anxiety, I just want to marry all 7 of them. Like everybody else in the world. This one chunk is like the one boy band vibe to me in it. And it's like, who cares? Oh, this. I don't think he looks that nice. I mean, he's not like got the eyebrow thing or whatever that Suga and V are doing. Or like the her that RM and Hobie are doing. But how do you not love mic drop? If you have not seen other reactioners to mic drop, you have to. Because it's so much fun. And I will try to list links below of my favorite ones. And some clips here at the very end of this video. Like months into adoring BTS, I had read that apparently there was an SNL performance of Mic Drop back in, I guess, 2017, right? That's when this is from. And apparently that made a lot of new ARMY as well when they performed on SNL. I don't watch an SNL, so I completely missed all of that. And when I finally looked it up and watched it, it's a whole new dynamic to watching Mic Drop, because they had to perform all the choreography in a very small stage, which is a challenge within itself. but at the end, the song is elongated. Like there's a whole sexy... I just want to say I'm very thankful to be back. I actually dreaded coming down here and turning everything on and filming tonight because I've been just feeling really overwhelmed and didn't know how to snap out of it. And this is exactly what I need because honestly, as weird as this is, I feel at home with you guys. You guys are my army. We're army together. We understand this. And you know, not every army understands this, but those who do. Army is huge. So there's different parts of fan base who experience BTS in different ways and for different reasons. But those of you who are here and get this, you get this. And or at least, you know, parts of this, and we're connected. I'm really thankful. I'm so thankful for you guys and to know that I'm not alone. This has been a really overwhelming experience that started with my Grammy rant in March. I did not expect that video to get so much heartfelt reception from other ARMY, and since then it's been sort of an overwhelming ride of not feeling alone. It's weird that has been overwhelming in a sense, to feel heard and seen and to be able to hear and see you in whatever ways that you've been willing to share yourself has been cool. And I thank you. And we'll do some deep dives and I'm sure some more crying at a later date and time. And until then, take care of yourself, stay safe. You never walk alone, and do the boogie, break it down. Hey, also, God loves you, I love you, and BTS loves you, no matter how crazy people think you are for believing that. Bye.
Ugh, them kicks. These drop like, oh! Whoa. That's instant. Look at all those mics. They gotta have a sick drop. I'm trying to read it. Hey. Hey. I love that part right there. Whoa. That was. Let's talk about it. He said, my bad, Billboard. My bad, worldwide. Y'all can't talk, bruh. The Americans are gonna hate on this because this is a strong wave. This is like a whole, it's more than a wave, bruh. It's like a tsunami or something, bruh. You can't stop it. So they're gonna be mad. You can expect way more American artists and people to just hate on these guys because they ain't seen nothing like this, bro. Justin Bieber ain't do it like this. One Direction ain't do it like this. These cats don't even speak English, and we had to bring them out to America to the awards, just obviously so Billboard and American Music Awards could boost the ratings. That's what it's all about, bro. It's a popularity contest out here. Back to the video.
Yo, these guys can rap, man. Like, for real rap, not like pop rap. This is rap. Oh, they switched up the beat again.
Oh my god, that is gorgeous. Sorry I'm not talking too much. I'm actually like focusing on this a lot. I'm like mesmerized by this music video. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my god.
What?
Do y'all see the DJ in the background?
Yeah.
Oh my
I saw it. He's like a giant over them right now.
Yeah.
That's stuff going on in the background. And, like, I be want to watch some dance and stuff.
pretty good right there. Pretty good. You didn't see that first dude that was dropping? Maybe that would be pretty too. Tell me you don't sound like a Korean Michael Jackson. I'm gonna go back and like play that again. Because that like was wild for real. Yeah. Yo, that's wild. He should have thrown a Shimon in Korean. Hey, somebody put what Shimon in Korean is.
You like that part? Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
RM straight came out
Oh
the
yeah.
ambulance. He straight came out the
We like
ambulance,
that,
right?
boy. It's an emergency,
It's
boy.
an emergency
You come out
situation.
that ambulance, boy. Yeah, RM, boy.
You already
What
know.
y'all talking about,
You
man?
already know. I know Blaze. I know Blaze hot right now.
Yes,
I
sir.
know he hot right now. Hey, he gotta go.
This is so aggressive. Like, this is the most aggressive song that I've heard.
Steve! Yo! How you there? How you there? How you there? Oh my god.
To it, just like the fact that it just comes at you, it's in your face all the time, it's just boom. This song reminded me of when I first started listening to metal, where I was just like the vibe of just like the aggressive nature, just the whole idea that it feels hardcore, you know what I mean? Like it feels like they're not around with you, you know, they just like, they're here to tell you what they want to tell you. They don't care what you have to say. They're here to break the walls down.